Can an at-will employee sue their employer? Imagine working at a job where you can be let go anytime, for almost any reason. Does that mean you have no options if you believe your rights are being violated? Not quite. Many people wonder if they can take legal action against their employer even when they are at-will employees. The answer is yes, but with important limits. At-will employment means that either the employer or the employee can end the job at any time without giving a reason. This is the default in most states in the United States. It sounds simple, but there are exceptions. If your employer fires you for illegal reasons, you might have grounds to sue. These reasons include discrimination based on race, gender, age, disability, religion, or sexual orientation. If you are fired because you reported safety violations or illegal activities, that is retaliation and also illegal. Another way to sue is if your employment contract or an implied agreement says you cannot be fired without cause. If your employer breaches that contract, you might have a case. Public policy also protects employees. For example, if you refuse to do something illegal at work and are fired for it, that can be grounds for a lawsuit. Sometimes, false promises made during hiring can create an implied contract. If your employer breaks those promises, you might be able to sue. Most wrongful termination claims are based on these illegal reasons. If your employer fires you unfairly but not for an illegal reason, it is usually not grounds for a lawsuit. But proving illegal motives can be tricky. You need evidence that the real reason for your firing was illegal, not just poor performance or a company reorganization. It is also important to know that some states have extra protections. For example, Montana requires employers to have a good cause for firing after a certain period. California recognizes implied contracts and the duty of good faith and fair dealing. If you think your firing was illegal, talking to a labor and employment lawyer is a good step. They can help you understand if you have a valid case. Remember, even though at-will employment gives employers broad power, it does not give them the right to violate laws or your rights. You do have options if your employer crosses legal boundaries.